Are we on? What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Little Pulp Sketchbook Club. How you doing? I hope you're having a good morning on a Saturday morning. It's going to be nice and warm out today. It is, what is today? March 29th. Welcome to the Little Pulp Sketchbook Club. And thanks for joining me. I changed my set a little bit. I'm standing now so I can move around because look at this. I got stitches. I got stitches this week. It's a long story, but look, today I got a couple of ideas I want to do. I'm going to go on the overhead in a second. Look, today I'm going to draw punk rock birds. We're going to draw some circles. We're going to draw stuff that's blue, and I want to draw with you, and I hope you're going to do this with me. All right, so thanks for coming. I hope I'm going to be able to sit, because if I sit, I'm going to be too low, and you're not going to be able to see me. What's up, Saren Jackson? Welcome. Look, I got stitches this week. All right, so get your sketchbook out. I'm using this one today. I'm going to show you a thing that I did last week. I don't know if you remember last week. If you were on last week. If you weren't, you could check it out. But last week I wanted to draw stuff that's red. This is my crazy initial sketch. Yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry. 2 stitches. I hope you can hear me. So this was the first sketch. It's not the best, but I worked on it this week. It's my homework for the week. I didn't do all of it, but look what I did. Check it out. Do you love it? I absolutely love it. I'm not finished with it. 2 weeks ago, I did stuff that's green. This week, I did stuff that's red. I drew a Sharpie marker, a heart, strawberries. I have so many other things. The kids all week long. What's up if you're watching from the school trips this week? Man, we had cool school trips this week. They gave me a lot of ideas of things to draw. One of the things was, what's up, Rachel? That was Ozzy. What's up, Ozzy, if you're watching? I think that's the Rachel that are there. Stella and her dad, yeah. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I feel totally fine. I got this like bandage on. I'm still sweating. It's my drawing hand, so it wasn't easy. But anyways, I'm all cut up. I'll tell you a story later. All right, so stuff that's red. This week, I'm drawing stuff that's blue. Stuff that's blue. Blue. I'm feeling blue this week. I'm not really feeling that blue, but look what else I did. I'm just going to show you a couple of things to start. Look at this. This is my alphabet book. I started to work on it. Oh, look at this. It keeps going, but I didn't finish it. I started it, and I'm going to finish it. I'm going to do both sides. I'm going to make this thing. Look, it goes all the way out like this. This is crazy. It's an accordion fold book that I made by gluing paper together. This is really what I'm going to do for the Little Pulp Sketchbook Club. Can I see this? Yeah, Mr. Frank's. A red apron was another thing the kids, some kid told me to draw my own book. I said, that's kind of weird to draw my own daily doodle book. Oh, and the thing about this, I'm just going to kind of recap a couple of things. One of the school trips this week, the kid with the trip with Wyatt. I don't know if Wyatt's watching this. Wyatt, if you ever watch this, you got to talk to the class. I got to look into this and remember who it is. These kids left their prints. I'm going to go on the overhead and show you some of these prints. I mean, you got to look at these things. They're unbelievable. Let me clear the desk. Yeah, so all these kids, they left their prints. Let me do the picture-in-picture. I might be like going back and forth on the picture-in-picture because I'm standing now. But look, I'm going to go quickly, but look at these prints. These kids made these this week. And they left them here in the shop. I mean, look at this thing. It's an octopus, a jellyfish. This is a jellyfish, Alexia. I don't know what greater than, less than 3 means. That's cool looking, though. But, man, I love this thing. And this, what is that name? I can't read this. I don't even know what that word. Leroy, maybe? I don't know. But look at this. These prints, Jonathan. I mean, these kids left these prints here. I mean, it's like a ghost print, but it's still pretty cool. Jonathan made a bunch of prints on the news. Look, he did all these prints. If he went back to school, he's not seeing these. Oh, he might be upset. I don't want him to be upset. Anyways, Dylan. I mean, look, Dylan wrote on the side. The house is there. This is cool stuff. You guys see? Look at the flowers. All my life, I'm 52 years old. I'm going to be 53 years old in a couple of weeks. I might have a birthday party for myself on April 12th in the afternoon. I don't know if you guys are around for the spring break, but I might do it. I'm not sure yet. Wyatt, here's the Wyatt. Look at this kid, Wyatt. This is like, I don't know, this is space, stars, and sun. This is like unbelievable. Tyler made this. I don't know what it is, a rocket ship going and the sun is upside down. I don't know if it's supposed to be like this or like this. It's like going above the sun. I mean, this is like unbelievable. I'm not going to bore you with all of these, but look. I mean, These prints are amazing. Among Us, all over the place with this kid Christian. And this one. So this was, I made this flower, and this kid, I don't know, remember that name, and I don't know if that's trying to be the name. I can't remember. I can't remember who did this, but we printed this together, and they didn't take it, and I'm sad because I want them to have it. So I got to look into which class. Maybe Kevin, he logs the trip, so I'm going to look into this. If you're watching this and you're in one of these, if you're in a class with Wyatt or Dylan or Tyler or Jonathan, and you were at that trip, throw a note in the comment. Let me know who your teacher is so I can get in touch with them to get these back to you, because that's what I want to do. Look at this. I put all this together so I could stand here and walk around. I got to be walking around. When I got the stitches, I didn't think I would be able to draw very well, so I changed the studio to be able to walk. I was going to get some big paper and just start drawing like big things, but this is what I want to do. I want to draw. I want to show you, what did I do this week? I did something this week. Oh yeah, I did something. Let me show you what I did this week. No, did I do that? I can't even remember. Yeah, I drew this. I didn't color it in yet, but it's important. Take a very deep breath. It's important to take a very deep breath every once in a while, and I don't know what color to do. I'm looking for ideas of what color to do with my decorating the design lines with all this stuff. So if you have an idea for that, let me know. I'm sorry for the cough. All right, so let's do this. Let's draw something. Come on, draw with me. Let's go. Little Pulp Sketchbook Club. This is what I want to draw. I mean, as always, every week, now I have a project every week. I get to draw things that are a certain color. So this week I'm going to draw stuff that's the color blue. If you have any ideas for stuff that's the color blue, I got a bunch of blue markers here. I'm going to make that kind of first sketch, that rough kind of messy sketch. And I'm going to draw them for the week. This is like a little project for me. Every week I'm going to draw some color. When I run out of the colors, I'm going to start making like light pink things that are sort of orange or brownish orange. But this week I want to do things that are blue. Take a deep breath. Color is pink. I like that. I'll do pink. Okay, Stella, you win. I got this. First come, first serve. I'm doing it. I'm going to make that pink this week. It's another my homework thing, so I got to write that down. Pink. I'm just going to write this down. Pink breath. That's going to seem weird if someone's looking at that like, what does that mean? Pink, Stella. I'm going to write Stella on there so I remember that. All right, thanks for that, Stella. So I'm writing that down on my little notepad. Look, I can show you. It's not really a notepad, but look, I wrote it right there, Stella. You see what I did? Stella, pink breath. That way, I can draw take a deep breath in pink. All right. So, last night, I don't know what happened. Hey, what's up, Carter? Is that Carter with a K? I remember that kid, Carter with a K. Is that the kid who was wearing a hood in the class trip? Carter, were you wearing a hood? Blueberries. I love it. Hold on a second. Wait. Oh, Zoe Clementine. Give me a second. I gotta catch my bearings. So I want to talk about the agenda for the day. Let me go on the overhead again. Punk rock birds. Man, that's what I wanted to talk about. So hold on. Let me do this. Let me change the angle for this thing. I want to show you this. Whoa. There I go. So every week, now that I have my project of my homework, as I'm talking, just start drawing stuff. And if you want, start drawing punk rock birds. Look at this. I don't know what happened. Last night, I just said to myself, punk rock birds. I don't know why I said that. Like a bird with like a cool hair, like a cockatoo or something that has like these kind of cool things. Yes, we see that listening. Yeah, okay, great. I love it. Yeah. Oh, Stella, yeah. So I'm looking at the chat every once in a while. So, punk rock birds. I don't know what happened. It just popped into my head. And then I Googled punk rock birds, and apparently it's a thing. People talk about it. All the birds with those cool hairs. And because I thought I would have to be like really like gestural and kind of, because I didn't know what my stitches, if I was going to be able to draw very easily. Yeah, sorry, Jenna. We already went with pink. If the teal is for the take a deep breath, I'll use it for something else. I want to draw punk rock birds today because I think it's fun. I can show you a couple of techniques how to draw a really cool bird. And then after you do the really cool bird, you kind of make it like a punk rock bird. So how you do that, I'm sorry it's a little dark here, but I was having problems with the lighting, so I'm kind of trying different things. So it's a little dark and dingy here, but you can pay attention and listen. And I want you to draw like an egg shape. So like to draw a cool looking bird, man, there's a shadow on this thing, I'm upset. To draw a cool bird, you're going to draw like an egg. And I got to change my glasses right now to my reader, so I'm not going to be able to see you. But look, let me see. Can you see? Yeah, I have to go close into the camera to be able to see you with these glasses on. And I can see you. I can see you right there. All right, so draw an egg, like an egg shape. Just like not that big, but like an egg shape. When I first started drawing with the stitches, it actually hurt to do this. It doesn't hurt anymore, and I'm very happy for that. So you draw like an egg of some sort like that, and just kind of use a pencil, or if you don't have a pencil, you're using a marker. I mean, you got to just commit to the shape of the egg, but I'm kind of like building my egg. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to erase some of that. Now I want you to draw a second egg. Let me see which way do I want this guy to face. I'm going to have him face this way. I want to draw a second egg that I want you to overlap like this, you see? But have it go down like this. And just keep kind of making it bigger if you want, or smaller. This is going to be the head of the bird, and this is going to be the body. For me, when I draw birds, and I like to draw birds, they relax me. I like to draw birds two ways. The first way I'm showing you is to draw the head and the body first as eggs. Because, you know, birds are starting out as eggs, so I thought that was a kind of fun thing to do. So I draw them overlapping like that to give the idea of the bird's body. And then what happens is I start kind of connecting them like that. But I'm not going to do that yet. I just want to kind of show you what I'm talking about. So I do that, and then I draw the beak. Sometimes I draw the bird by drawing the beak first, which I'm going to show you in a second, and that's actually a lot of fun. I like to do that. Sometimes the bird actually comes out better for me when I draw the beak first. But I wanted to show you this first because that's what I did. So draw two eggs like that. Make them like in different angles. And now you have to figure out where you want this bird to be looking. I'm going to have this bird looking down because he's trying to figure out what this bird is looking at, because I'm going to draw a whole bunch of birds on here for my punk rock birds. So I'm going to have like his beak, and I'm going to just make like a little triangle like this. See what I did? Just like a little triangle like that. And then after I do that little triangle, over here, like halfway through that triangle, I'm going to draw like a little kind of like a curvy line like that. And that just gives me like a little beak-like thing for the bird. See what I did? And then I do like that. And so now I have to kind of try to figure out what his face looks like. With birds, the fun part about drawing birds is you can just make them look like they're going in one direction, so you don't have to draw one eye. Because when you start trying to draw two eyes for a bird, it is not easy to do. Oh, thanks, Carter. I'm drawing birds. Carter's asking me what I'm drawing. Carter, look, I'm drawing a bird. So you draw like an egg, and you do this, and now I'm going to do this. Watch. I'm going to put this cute little eye right there. You can pick wherever you want his eye to be. And I'm going to make him have like another eye like that, like there's like a kind of big eye, and I'm going to darken in his eyeball. This cute little bird. At the moment, he's a cute little bird, but he's going to turn into a punk rock bird soon. It's going to be pretty awesome. All right, so I'm going to, I can't erase with that one. I got to get my other pencil here. Where's my other pencil? Oh, it's over here. I got my Blick pencils. I love these pencils. They're from Blick. They're pretty cheap. They're like a Ticonderoga pencil. I like the Ticonderoga pencils a lot. I also like these Blick pencils. And the eraser is actually pretty nice. So I'm going to erase like inside this kind of stuff over here, you see? So once you do that, you start seeing like the shape of the bird. But we're not done yet because we still got to draw the wing. I'm going to give you some cool ideas on how to draw a wing. I'm not that great at drawing wings though, but I'm going to give you a good idea. So here's what we do. Right here in the middle, like where his neck is, I might give him like a cool collar with spikes or something because he's punk rock, but not yet. Look, I'm going to go like this. Right over here, like in the middle of this, like where his neck would be, I'm going to put like a line just going like that. And I'm going to go all the way down. And then I'm going to come over here. Now that's the body. So you see that's the body, but I'm going to have his wing is going up over that a little bit, and it's going like this. You see? So if you do that, you kind of just start seeing like the structure of the bird. Like that's underneath the wing, the body. So you could erase some of that too, but sometimes I even like to leave it there because like when you see it, I don't know if you can kind of sense the depth of that bird, but it's there. The bird is there with all the depth. You know what that means when I say depth? I mean like the three-dimensional space of it, like a sphere or a cone, or I don't know. It's hard to explain these things with drawing. I'm trying to figure out if I should teach a drawing class. All right, so here we go. I don't want to draw a tree branch yet, Carter, but maybe. I actually thought about doing that. Yeah, maybe I will, Carter. Maybe you draw a bird as well. So look, I'm going to do this. I'm going to come down, and I'm going to draw the other wing, which is behind the body. So look what I'm doing. And I'm going like this, and now I'm just going to I'm going to pick my own kind of curve, because that's the wing that's behind. And I'm just going to have it go like this, because it doesn't really matter what I'm doing. I'm just kind of making my own bird. And then the fun part for the legs is to just, wherever you want, you just go like this. Boop, boop. You make like two little, and then you go, boop, 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 boop. And then all of a sudden, boom, you got a bird. I mean, it's not my best bird, but once I make this punk rock bird, well, you're going to lose it. See, this guy's got glasses on. I'm going to color him in a second, but look. So now I'm going to do this. I'm trying to figure out how to make them differently punk rock. So this guy's going to have like this kind of hair. Look, it's going to be like one of those whoa, biker mohawk things, and there's spikes like this. Look, because I'm just making it. It's punk. It looks more like a chef like this, but look, maybe this is spiky hair, and he's got like, I don't know. This is like a cool looking punk rock bird. Maybe, I don't know if that's the right way to do it. Let me see this. I'm not sure I like this. Let me try something. Yeah, I like it better like this. I'm doing this, look. I don't know why I tried to change it, but look, I like this kind of thing. Like, just kind of make, that was the idea behind it. I'm sorry I erased the thing, but it's not really punk rock-ish. But yeah, now I'm going to have him go like this, look. But when I color his hair, he's going to be so punk rock. It looks a little bit like unpunk rock with that cute little face of his, but that's the thing for me. Every time I try to draw something kind of like menacing or scary or something, it always ends up being cute. It's kind of a cute punk rock bird, but his beak needs to come in a little bit. So I'm going to do this. Look, I'm going to bring the beak in like that, so he's got like this cool beak. And I'm always trying to do this. Like, I try to bend a little bit up so it looks like he's smiling. I don't want to be upset. See, like this guy, he's got like a little smile over there. And that's how you do it. Yeah, I like that. I'm going to give the next guy a top hat. Carter, I like that idea. I'm going to do a top hat for the next guy. So I want you to draw a whole bunch of birds. As you draw the birds, you should also write punk rock birds on your page in your sketchbook so you have a cool bunch of punk rock birds. This guy is going to be, look what I'm going to do. Watch. I'm going to flip the book over like that. You see what I do? And I'm going to draw this bird upside down. Now, which bird am I going to draw now? I'm going to draw the beak first. So this guy's looking away, so watch. I said I'm going to draw the beak first. I started drawing a line. Look, I like these kind of short, like this. Look at the beak. I'm going to just draw like a kind of, looks like a chili pepper or something. Just this long, kind of cool shape like that. I don't know. That's not really it. I just made that shape up. So just draw like a shape like that. Carter, I'm not going to make a top hat on this guy because he's upside down and the top hat would fall off. But I'll make a top hat over there, and there's another guy. So here's that. And then you got to just do this little extra piece down here. That's kind of like the structure of the beak. So the bird has a mouth like a beak, and then there's like a little thing so that it can eat food. So that's that. See what I did? I should zoom in a little bit. Can you see that? Let me zoom in just a little bit. I'm going to have to zoom back out in a second. But look, so I do that. And now I'm going to basically create an eye over here and an eye over here. Look, I just did this. I'm drawing the beak and the eyes. Now, I have no idea what I'm doing right now, so I'm kind of thinking through this in real time. But I'm going to make him have like a cool small head like this. Give him like a small head like that. This is even looking like a bird. And then the beautiful part about making birds is, even if it doesn't start looking like a bird, all you have to do is kind of give it a neck, and then like a body like this. You know, I like to think of it as eggs because birds come from eggs. And then I'm going to do this. Watch. I'm going to give this guy. He's holding on to these things, so he's going down like this onto my sketchbook, and he's holding on for dear life. He doesn't want to fall. He's doing that. You see him doing the thin lines like that? And then his wings are not going to look like real wings because I'm not sure how it would look upside down, but I'm going to turn it upside down and see if this looks good. Now I'm going to turn it back to this way. I got to zoom out again. Yeah, I don't like the way that wing looks. I'm going to try to draw his wing so it's going like he's hanging, like whoa, he's hanging from his feet upside down. It's hard to do that. This looks more like a bat. And look, he's going, what is happening? But he's pretty cool about it. And then his hair is punk rock. I just like to do this. I don't know what it was, but late last night, I was talking to Luke. I was like, Luke, what should I draw? My son Luke, 17. What should I draw tomorrow? And he said, I don't know. Draw something. And then I said, oh yeah, okay, you can, you don't, if you can't stay, Carter, don't worry. But maybe when you come back sometime later, even if later I'll be up there, you can look and see what I did with the top hat. I don't know, this guy looks strange. I don't like the wings. I'm gonna change the wings. I know what I'm gonna do. Look at all the erasing I'm doing. But you know the thing about erasing, especially in a sketchbook, makes the page, like look, it's got all this, you can't really pick it up maybe on the screen, but it's looking amazing. This looks amazing right now. So I'm gonna give him like small wings, but I gotta turn it back around to do this because I don't even know what the wings would look like, but he's gonna have this cute little wing like this, look. Look at these cute little wings, and then I'm gonna erase that over there, and then here's, this wing is behind. So yeah, I like this. This is nicer. What should I name this guy? I really want to name all my birds, but I don't know, like, I don't know what to name. What's up, Mr. XM? I don't know what that means, Mr. XM. That's a cool name. But hello, how are you? Thank you for joining the Little Pulp Sketchbook Club. Whoa, we're drawing punk rock birds today. I gotta draw one with the top hat. So Carter, I don't know if Carter's still there, but man, I'm pretty good. How are you? We got stitches this week, but I'm good. Look, here I go. Carter, if you're still around, this is for you. I'm gonna draw a top hat. Oh, let me show you how to draw a top hat. I should zoom in a little bit more. Maybe if you wanted to draw a top hat, this is a fun way to do it. I'm gonna start over. Ready? Let's draw top hats right now for our punk rock birds. Okay. You'd have to draw like an oval. I hope you know what an oval is. It's like a circle, but it's been squished. So you draw an oval like this. After you draw that oval, you have to make two straight lines like this. But if you don't want to make straight lines, maybe the top hat is all bumpy and ragged, so because he's punk rock. So maybe if you want, you can make it like jaggedy like this, because you want it to be like it's like an old top hat. I should be drawing bigger for this, but can you see better? I hope you can see it okay. I'm sorry it's a little dark. I'm very upset about this. I want to jump up on this stool and brighten up my lights. I might do that in a second, but let's see. So then I'm doing that. Now, here's the deal. That curve of that oval, you have to make this exact same curve down over here. You see? I mean, you really could make the second oval like it's like two ovals like that, because that's like, it looks now, it's like a can almost, like a can of soup or something. Whoa, Mohammed, I remember you. Oh, hi, welcome. Thanks for joining the Little Pulp Sketchbook Club. We're drawing punk rock birds today. Sarah and Jackson, I hope you guys are doing it. Ozzy, you're drawing a punk rock bird. Ozzy, by the way, Mom sent me the email of Ozzy's robot. I mean, did Ozzy draw that robot? That was unbelievable. Ozzy. Last week we drew the Toto robot. Oh man, I could show you, but let me keep with the top hat. So when you get finished with the soup can looking thing, that's the top hat, the thing that goes like this. Now you have to do this. You have to draw a bigger oval, kind of like on that oval. Like, so I don't know how to explain this. I gotta be better at explaining things, but like it's a bigger oval, almost like you're making a squished donut. Let me show you in a bigger piece of paper. Hold on a second. I'm coming right back. Look at this. Oh, this is a crazy idea. I gotta do the full picture in picture. Give me a second. I'm gonna do the full picture in picture. I'm gonna brighten up this light a little bit. So don't worry, I'm coming back. Give me a second. Oh, let me see this. Hold on a second. I'm brightening up the light. Can you see it? Oh man, maybe I'm not brightening up. There I go. I think it's brighter. I don't know if you can see that, but don't leave yet. Hold on a second. I'm still here. Oh, that was bluish. Man, I can't figure this lighting out. All right, so I don't know if this is a good idea to do in the blue, but watch. Are you ready for this? Here, I'm over here. I'm over here. Look, I'm gonna draw an oval like this, and then I'm gonna draw an oval like this, right? So I'm doing it like the reverse now. And now over here, from this point of that oval, this like it's like a donut squished, and then I'm gonna go up like this, and I'm gonna go up like this. You see? Man, this is the second week in a row I'm doing three-dimensional drawing. I don't know if I should be doing this. And then, wherever you end these lines, try to end them in almost the same spot. But it doesn't necessarily have to be that. It's wherever you do it. And then after you do that, you got to make another oval. Now this is tricky, especially since I have my book underneath me. Now you have to make this exact same oval here, but this is that part of the oval. I don't know if you know what I mean, but like, so like here you got to go down. You see? And here you gotta go up. And look, you made a top hat. So you go like this, you go like this, and then you can get a darker color. Oh man, I got a Sharpie marker, and I'm gonna go like this, look, and I'm gonna make it like all bendy. I'm gonna make it all bendy like this, and then I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do this. And you made a top hat. Ah, that was like a drawing lesson, sort of. And then to even make it cooler, you can get some light colored pens and do stuff like this. Watch. And I don't know if this is gonna work, but if you draw like thin lines, this is too dark maybe, but I should get some colored pencils even, and just start doing lines like this, and then have them go like down like this, and then, you know, follow the curve and then go like this. It's like, think of it like a flower, and you kind of makes it look like it's like really there in space or something. I don't know if this is making sense. If you're like, well, Frank, I want to draw punk rock birds. I didn't want to sit here and do a three-dimensional drawing lesson on a top hat. But let me tell you something. This is enrichment. If you I'm coming over here to get another color, I just dropped the pencil. This beige color, and then you just start. I don't know. I'm just kind of going with this, but look, and you just do this. You see that? And you kind of make a hat. And I can't erase all that because I drew it in marker. But if you drew it in pencil, you can erase it. And then over here, I would do stuff like this, where I'm kind of making the curve of the top hat, and it will take time. But if you did this and you actually really kind of just do that, follow the curve like that, and you do it with a couple of different colors. I mean, this top hat is like a light brown top hat. I mean, it was like an Indiana Jones top hat or something. I don't know if you know what that is, but that was a cool movie when I was a kid. And then I'll get some of the pencils, and it's really good to get like different colors and do different things and try different things. And I'm gonna draw a ginormous bird onto this thing. I'm gonna give it to Carter. Give me this idea. I don't even know if he's still here. Carter, if you're still not here, I mean, man, that was a cool idea. But and then I'll get some orange, and then just doing different colors. And you see that? And then eventually, the more you color this in, that blue line is going to disappear. It's going to get underneath. I mean, I don't know. Does this look like a top hat? I like it. And then over here, you do like this kind of circle. You do that. And then even like maybe with the blue. This is too dark. It's too dark. You got to get some light colors. It's a really good idea for the sketchbook club. If you're going to be part of my sketchbook club coming forward, to get like some really like light colored markers and pencils, because I want to do more like this kind of cool drawing of shading and stuff, because I'll show you in a minute when I go back to my birds. But I don't know, that's like a top hat. I'm not going to draw the bird on this thing. It's too big. I'm not going to do it. Yeah, thank you. Really appreciate that. Everybody draw a top hat. Draw a top hat and make it look good. Look at this top hat on this ginormous piece of paper I drew. I mean, does it look like a top hat? It looks like a can of soup sitting on a plate or something. Well, that's fun to do, and I enjoyed that. And man, I like to do that. Where's my book? I don't even know where my book is. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to show you my alphabet book now for a break, because I need a break from my brain. I'm going back to the overhead. Sorry, my head. I'm standing now because I just want to stand, and I got to figure out. I got to make this camera work better. It's a long story. Oh, Liam from PS58. Oh man, Liam, what's up? How you doing? Thanks for joining in the Little Pulp Sketchbook Club. I have a couple of weeks ago I made this sketchbook. I'm sorry I'm going back to this, but just keep drawing. Keep drawing while I talk. My hand hurts. It doesn't hurt anymore. Don't worry, I got the stitches, but it doesn't hurt. But I'm drawing punk rock birds today, and I'm gonna start doing some markering on this. Oh man, I gotta finish the top hat thing. See, there I digress. I went off on the tangent there, and that's what happens all the time. But all right, so thanks everybody for being here on the Little Pulp Sketchbook Club. Look at this book. Let me get this out of the way. Oh, my gaffer's tape is over there. Look at it. It looks like it's like a little stringy. I'll go on the overhead in a second, but I just want to show you this thing. I'm so proud of this thing. I made this a couple of weeks ago. I'm going to zoom out. This is too close. I made this a couple of weeks ago. In a little while, we're going to draw circles. That is going to be unbelievable. I don't know where the little notebook is. My teeny tiny one, this thing. Are you talking about this? Yeah, we have this week in the class trip, we had a bunch of 5th graders, 6th graders, 3rd graders. We made all these books. Oh, this was fun. I got the scrap paper, and I made this little book, and some of the kids. There was a girl named Llama. Oh man, that girl was cool. She gave me this idea. I told her, I said, what should I draw in this book? And she said, fruits. I think she said, I don't remember if it was Llama or Isabel. I don't remember who it was. But look, Frank's Book of Fruits. I did this. I made this little book. Basically, this book is 3 sheets of scrap paper that I stapled. Oh, I have the stapler. Look. Oh, I have this. I made a whole bunch of them. Kevin actually made these for me. Look, got a whole bunch of these books. If you want one of these books, email me at frank@littlepulp.com, and I will stick one of these things in an envelope, and I will mail it to you. Don't put your, Llama. Yeah, that girl was cool. Say hi to Llama for me, and say hi to everybody in that class. That was a fun class to be around. Anyways, these little books with staples. This is scrap paper. I have a lot of it, and I'm making books. I gotta get stuff out of the shop. I got too much scrap paper in here, and I gotta start cleaning it out. If you want one of these, email me, frank@littlepulp.com. I staple them together like this. You take the paper, you fold it up, you go like this, you staple it, and at that point, it's just this like 3 pieces of paper. It's nothing. Oh, what is this? It's just 3 pieces of paper with a staple. But when you do this, it becomes like a little sketchbook. And look at this, the back of the book. Created during, oh, look at this. Created during Miss D'Antonio's and Mrs. Diaz's class trip at Little Pulp, because I made it there, and I made it then, and that was just the other day, and then I asked the kids, and look, Elizabeth said draw a blue pineapple here, and Llama said to draw a blue coconut, and maybe that's why I decided to draw blue today. By the way, I need ideas for blue stuff, and then I don't know who drew this. I'm going to find out who drew this mango for me so I can put their name on there. So I'm going to make hundreds of these books, hundreds of them. They're little, dinky, they're nothing, and I'm gonna send them to you. Just send me an email. I'm gonna put it in the mail, and I'll stick it in the mail and send it to you, and you can decorate yourself and send it. I'm also gonna make a whole bunch of these in the shop, and I'm not gonna say Frank's Book of Flowers. I'm gonna say like the Little Pulp Book of this or Little Pulp Book of that. I'm gonna have the kids drawing these things, make it like a collaborative sketchbook thing. All right, so oh, and let me go back to the alphabet thing. Sorry for this. So I drew this. I took little paper, scrap paper, and I folded it up, and now I'm doing all this line work with these fine liners, these little thin fine liner pens. They're the best. I love them so much. And I'm doing that, and I did the lowercase e. I thought it was kind of a cool little thing. Can you see this okay? I gotta zoom out this all. And then I did the lowercase e, I did the F, I did the G, and I only did half the H. But I don't know if this is the right size, but so I just sit there and I go like this, look. And I just, it's hard to do this on this paper, and I just go like this, and I just make little lines all around it. And it's so relaxing to do this, and it takes time, and I only do like a few minutes at a time. And this, let me put a picture in picture. This book is going to take me weeks, maybe weeks. Maybe it's going to take me weeks. I don't know. But I keep it with me. And then whenever I'm feeling like a little bit like I need to just relax a little bit or slow my brain down a little bit, I'm going to take this out and I'm going to just do this. And I'm not even going to worry about finishing the H. Because sometimes I try to close the loop and I try to finish something and I get like a little upset and I'm like, I can't stop until I finish this H. But you don't have to do that. You can just stop because you know you're going to go back to it at some point. And when you do finish it, it's going to look good. But if you rush it, it might not look as good, I think. I don't know. And then I'm going to do the lowercase I here. I'm not sure about this. I'm putting in pencil first. As you can see, I kind of did them all. That's the J. I'm not sure about the K, L, M, N, O, P. I didn't finish the rest. I got to do that. So I got to draw all these things. I got stuff to do. But, you know, I'm a busy person and I'm doing this. But I do this every day. Every once in a while, I take this thing out and I draw on it. And it's going to be amazing when it's done. All right, so that's that. Circles. Should we draw circles or stick with the punk rock birds? I don't know. I'm trying to figure this out. I need ideas for blue. Let me do that. Let me do this. Keep drawing the punk rock birds. Look at my punk rock birds. Man, I love them so much. Top hat. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that for Carter. Carter, stick around. Carter, you might have left, but if you left and you come back on it, you're watching it again, don't worry. I'm going to do this eventually before this live feed ends. And I got to be careful because I got a ginormous birthday party today. Ginormous. All right, blue ideas. Someone said something before in the chat, and I don't remember what it is. Last week, a couple weeks ago I did things that are green, but not because it's March 17th, because of the St. Patrick's Day. Last week I did stuff that's red. What should I do now? Things that are blue, items that are blue, blue things. I'm gonna do blue things. Blue things, I like that. Keep it simple. So over here, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go to the overhead. I'm not gonna worry so much. This is like my first sketch. Don't forget, remember we talked about this a couple of times. I don't know if you're still, if you watched any of the other videos, that's what I meant to say, but this is just a rough sketch to give me the ideas of what I'm gonna do this week, because that's how I work sometimes, and it's a good idea to do that. Let me show you on this. I'm sorry, but I'm going back on this thing. So I'll go from the beginning. 2 weeks ago, I came up with this idea to have you guys on the chat tell me things that are green. And you gave me all these cool ideas, and I really appreciate that. And then during that week, I drew them like this. And I spent the time on it, and I was really happy to do this, and this was a lot of fun. Punk rock blue jay. Now you're talking. That's a good idea. And then last week, stuff that's red. Stuff that's red, I think that's what I ended up saying. I wrote a red first sketch here, and then I wrote stuff that's red, because I kind of during that thing. So I already got it now, like blue things or whatever I said. I don't remember. Did I say blue things? I don't even remember. And then this is a robot we drew last week, and Ozzy, man, he did a great job with that robot. Oh, and this kid Elliot drew on my book, and I did this with the letters. He drew this cool spiral-looking thing. I don't know if it's an eyeball or what. And I drew this thing like, Elliot drew this cool-looking spiral thing. And Elliot, I don't know if you're watching, but if you're watching, that's a cool-looking thing. And I did this like with your letter in there. And there's a blank page, I don't know why, I forgot to do that. And then here's the stuff that's red. So I made this, and I'm gonna do the same thing for the stuff that's blue, but I need ideas of stuff that's blue. All right, so I gotta do this. I gotta come over here. So I'm gonna draw, I'm gonna draw and do this. I gotta change the picture. I'm gonna do this. Give me a second. Whoa, yeah, there we go. Blue things, that's what I said, I think, right? So I'm gonna just do this. I'm not gonna worry. I'll do a little bubble lettering just to give me an idea. Because I also tried to make this like sort of a sketch so that I can, and look, see how rough I'm doing the bubble letters? Man, if you could look at my bubble letters from the first couple of years, you would be shocked because they were terrible. But now I'm pretty good at it, but not with this big Sharpie, with this big Crayola thing. So blue things. All right, so now we got, or someone said blueberries, right? So they kind of look like this. I don't know if they look like that, but here we go. I got to use a smaller pen for this. Where is it? This guy right here. Blueberries. Punk rock blue jay. Oh man, I like that. Because last week I drew a cardinal, and now I'm drawing a blue jay. I like that thing. A blue marker. I like that idea. I was thinking about blue crayon. So I'm going to do this like really fast, like this. I'll do a blue crayon. I'll just write crayon there because I'll know it's blue because it's blue. I don't have to write blue crayon. And then over here, maybe I'll do a marker like this. Maybe I'll do the blue. I don't know if I'll do a Sharpie marker. Maybe I'll do a Crayola marker or something. I don't know yet. Some kind of marker, blue. I was asking my son a lot because he's like, oh, draw blue paint. Oh, no, the kids in the shop, too, they're a class trip. They're like, because I did talk about the blue, and they said, blue paint, draw blue paint. I'm like, I don't want to draw something that could be anything. I don't want to draw, like, blue paint or a blue rain jacket or something. You know, I'm going to draw a red apron because it's like a little Pulp thing with the red aprons. You guys wear the red aprons when you come here. But I'm not going to draw like a blue paint. I mean, the blue marker, I like that idea. Blue crayons, but blue paint, I'm not going to draw blue paint. Someone gave me that idea. I don't like that idea. I mean, it's not that I don't like it, but like a blue bowl. I'm not going to draw a blue bowl. Although, yes! Oh, that's a good idea. I had a drawing of a blue whale. Someone said a blue whale on the chat. Yeah, Sarah and Jackson's mom, blue whale. I don't know if it's Sarah Jackson's idea, but I love that idea. Blue whale. I did a drawing of a blue whale with that cool like line work that they have. Man, I'm not going to draw a blue whale like now, but I'm going to just make that like a big blue whale thing like that. So I'm going to draw a blue whale. I did a drawing. I did a drawing of a blue whale. It's somewhere in the flat files over there. I don't know where it is, but it's a big drawing of a blue whale, and it's nice. I mean, when I say nice, I mean nice. I'm going to drink some water. I decorated with line work, but I didn't finish it. I scanned it, I think, and I can't find the file, but it's like a mystery to me where that blue whale is. But if I could find that blue whale. Dolphins are blue, I guess. I think gray, but yeah, I'll look at the blue dolphin. Like, I've heard that term. I like that. Dolphins and whales. I'm going to go back on the overhead now, and I'm going to do this. I'm going to do blue dolphin. Jackson's idea, blue tang. Is that the name of the fish? Hold on a second. Whoa, you gave me this idea. Hold on, let me write dolphin first. Man, I'm going to have to draw dolphins. Mike and I were talking this week, and we were talking about how hard it is to draw a dolphin. And then I told everybody, this is not a dolphin. It looks like a platypus or something. Dolphins are one of the hardest things to draw. I don't know why, but they're very hard to draw. Maybe because they're so cool looking and everything, but dolphin, blue, is that the dory fish? It's called a blue tang. Oh man, that's cool. I thought tang was orange, but isn't tang orange, like that drink? Man, I didn't like that stuff when I was a kid. My mom used to make me drink tang once in a while. What's up, Winnie? I remember you. Blue tang. I don't know, that dory fish. The one that has forgetfulness. You know, like with those yellow stripes. I don't have a yellow pen. Let me do this and remember so I can remember the dory fish. Right here, dory fish. I'm just keeping notes. Because I'm trying to keep notes on what... Oh, look, I'm drawing all that stuff off the camera. I'm sorry about that. Hi, Winnie. How are you? Welcome to the Little Pulp Sketchbook Club. Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh is not blue. We're drawing blue things. Wait, that Eeyore dude. But here's the thing about that. I don't want to draw like something that I can't, that I could get in trouble for drawing. Not that in trouble, but the rights. Like Winnie the Pooh people might call me and say, no, you can't draw that on YouTube. I don't know. I did that one time on Facebook. I drew something or I had music in the background and they wrote me this big long thing. You cannot do this. Like they were like yelling at me on Facebook. Got me so upset. I didn't do anything. I just put music in the background or something. Wu-Tang. Blue tang. Yeah, I agree. I don't know. I'm not drawing blue ice cream now. Come on, this is what I'm talking about. I want things that are blue. Blueberries. What else is blue? Something that's blue. Like blue Gatorade. My kids like that, but I don't like that stuff. But maybe I'll draw Gatorade. Gatorade that's blue. I mean, that's what I was talking about. I don't want to draw something that could be anything. Like Gatorade is not blue. Blue tape that I use at the shop. That's not a bad idea. Now I'm just thinking on my own. You guys give me ideas, but blue tape. What else? I want to draw circles too. Tuna fish, Paul Bunyan's ox. Is Paul Bunyan's ox blue? I don't know. Anyways, I'm trying to figure out some more things. Cotton candy, yeah, cotton candy might be blue. That's cool. Maybe we'll do that cotton candy, like blue cotton candy. That's hard to draw. It looks gonna look like a cloud. Oh wait, water, the ocean. The sky. I cannot draw the sky. How would I draw the sky? Yeah, I can't draw Dr. Seuss's State Blue. That's what I was talking about with the, I mean, maybe I will do these things. I don't want to get, like, to the point where, look, I'm going too low now. Look at this. I don't want to get, like, to draw, like, I'm not going to draw Mickey Mouse and have the Walt Disney Company call me up. They're not going to call me up. They're not looking at me, but even if they did, could you imagine? What else is blue? Blue tape. Blue tape at Little Pulp. I use this blue tape, this specific blue tape. Do I have a roll of it? Yeah, I have it right here, look. This is like the blue tape I use at Little Pulp. I use this to tape the brown paper to my table and stuff. And I love this tape. I'm going to put a piece there like that, just so I can remember what it is. And then blue pencils, blue, I thought blue had more stuff blue. If you think about it, when it's red and green, I could come up with these ideas, boom, 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 but the blue is not as easy. But I said water, the sky blue. All right, I'm gonna come up with more ideas. If you have any more ideas, let me know. A blue bow, a blue jay. We did a blue jay. We got that, a punk rock blue jay, because I'm drawing punk rock birds. Let me go back to my punk rock bird now. I'll go back to the blue. Keep coming up with ideas, because I got nothing. I'm out of blue. I'm out of blue. Like the blues, like a blues guitar, like the blues band or something. What do they call it? Like a blues, like playing the blues. Playing the blues. Oh man, it's not really blue, but it's kind of cool. Playing the blues. All right, so I like that. All right, I'm going back to my birds. I want to draw circles. I'm not sure I'm going to have time to draw circles, but I'm going to try. I'm going to give you a little idea on like a little composition of circles to draw. I got to figure out this bird for Carter. I told him I would do this. A blueberry bagel. Yeah, that's not bad. Blueberry muffin. Whoa. Maybe a blueberry muffin. Let me go back to that for a second. Hold on. Let me write that before I forget it. Because the blueberry muffins are kind of cool. Blueberry muffin. Even though it's blueberries, blueberry muffin, but I like that idea. All right, keep coming with the ideas. I'm not about, maybe I'll draw a blueberry bagel. That's not a bad idea, but I'll draw a bagel here, look. Bagel with blueberries. I'm just gonna say that because I'm gonna be like, why is bagels? I might forget this like conversation and be like, what? Blue duck? Is there really a blue duck? Is that a real thing? All right, here we go. Carter and everybody else, draw a. Man, now you're talking. Blue jeans, Carter. That's a good idea. Carter's back, and he said blue jeans and earth, and now you're coming at him, and I started doing a thing. I'm gonna forget these things. I can have another piece of paper. All right, hold on a second. Give me a second. I'm gonna do this. Go back to your bird drawing while I write the blue earth. Look, I'm doing this over here. I'm gonna put this here. Blue earth. What did he say, Carter? Carter, what did you say? Neptune is not blue. Is Neptune blue? Blue jeans. Yeah, I love that. Blue jeans. Man, how come no one thought of blue jeans before? Carter, good job. Earth, globe. Yeah, that's a similar thing. All right, let's go do the top hat thing. All right, now how do I draw a face? I drew the top hat first. Here's a challenge. This is a drawing challenge. Draw the, PS58, how you doing? Draw the top hat first, and then try to draw the bird's face. Where are you going to put it? I don't know. Do I remember you, Monkey Master 123? I mean, I remember PS58. I don't know who Monkey Master is, Monk Master 123, but I remember your PS58. That was an awesome class. All right, so here we go. Ready? Here it is. Draw a top hat and then draw a bird, or just draw a punk rock bird. I'm not sure with this one. I got an idea. I'm going to make like his head like this, and he's going to be like looking down like this. The beak is going like this. See what he's doing? And his eyes, like he's got his eyes right under the top hat like that. And he's a serious looking bird, and his neck is going like this. Oh man, he is so punk rock, this guy. And he's going to have a guitar in his hand. Maybe. I don't know. Let's see. This. Look at this. I'm going to try to draw a guitar. I just came up with this idea as I started doing it. My face is not in the thing. I'm sorry about that. But look, this is the guitar punk rock bird. And now I'm going to draw this. So that's his neck. And underneath his neck is going to like, his body has got to be kind of like, I guess, here. You know, I'm not going to be able to describe what I'm doing here because I'm just doing it. And I'm not even sure what I'm doing. So sometimes I draw things and then I figure out how to show people how to draw things, but I'm not good at any of those things. So look, it's a guitar, and how is he holding this guitar? With his feather, like this, and his other feather is like that. And there's the bottom of his body, and he's like this. Look at this guy. Now I have to kind of darken in the guitar. I'm going to darken the guitar in brown, just so I can kind of see what I'm talking about. I'm getting this very thin marker, and I'm going to do this. Look. And the guitar, I mean, I wanted the guitar to be brown, but that's not so punk rock, but maybe it is. Maybe it's punk rock because he's a bird. He can't really, just the idea of the bird playing the guitar, that's so punk rock. But, and then his beautiful birdiness is going to be blue because he's a blue bird. He's a bird that plays the blues and punk rock and the blues. So here we go with that, and then this is that, and then I'm going to make his beak like a yellowish color. I got to come back over to my full amount of pens over here, and I'm going to start coloring in. His beak is yellow, and I'm going to give him a little bit of blue. His body going to be like a light blue. I'll go with a light blue. There's his feather. Look at this guy. What do you think of my, and then I have to actually do something like this where I have to have like the musical notes dissipating out from him. You see what I did? This is not what I expected to do, but man, that's what I love about it. Carter gave me the idea to draw a top hat. I did it. I gotta color in the top hat though, like we were talking about over there. I'm just gonna give him a little bit of color. Look at this guy. And then, man, I wanted to do this, but I want to give him a little bit of like the kind of, just some depth of color with the marker so you can kind of see what we're doing here. What do you think? Do you love him? What color should I make this guitar? I don't know. I mean, I guess, should I make it like a red guitar? I don't know if I want to do that. Maybe I'd put like a neon orange guitar. That seems like punk rock. Look. I'm not sure it's going to stay neon orange, But let's see. Man, that's cool looking. Look, he's a punk rock guitar playing bird. And then after you do your birds, you can kind of just sort of give them some color, just a little bit. Like this is a neon marker, so it's gonna give like a little brightness to the, like look at that cool guy. And he's wearing glasses that are gonna be black, but basically I'm just gonna kind of try to build the color. So I'm gonna go, look at that, I put the wrong cap on this thing. I'm gonna build some color on the sunglasses like this, like it's like that little like dots of color. Before I go with the really dark color, I'm doing stuff like this because I want to build it. I'll get some of this green. You see this? And I'm just kind of, look at this guy. And then I'm gonna get that thin marker over there, and I'm just gonna do my birds. All right, in about 2 minutes, I'm gonna do like a quick thing on circles to show you a composition, because I was looking back at my old videos and I made one of my first ever videos was drawing circles, and people say, oh, you gotta draw more circles. People like to draw circles. I want to show you how to do like a quick composition. Yeah, I love this guy. He's really cool looking. He's like the boss. Maybe he's like the manager. He's got his glasses on, so you can't see, like, you don't know if he's watching to make sure that you're doing a good job. And I don't know, I like this guy. This guy's okay. This guy's freaking me out a little bit, and this guy's kind of interesting looking. But I mean, I could show you I did try to do a quick sketch of this thing. Did I do it? Yeah, in this book. Yeah, look. So I did this like quick sketch of a couple of. I like this guy. He was kind of cool looking, and this guy's got some personality, and this guy got a cool red hair like that. You just gotta draw. Just draw some birds. Just draw like a circle, and draw like a neck. Like, you just do this. Like, you move fast. You go like this, and then you do this. Like, these are just studies of the head. So like you do that, and then you just kind of start guessing like what you want to do. Like maybe that's his eyeball. Maybe he's looking this way, and then maybe his beak. Maybe he's got the other eye. You can see it over there, and then his beak is like this. And then you just kind of draw the hair, and then you get like this neon color, and I'm really close to the top of the book, but that's how you kind of just sketch out ideas. All right, I'm gonna go to the circle thing now because I want to show you a cool way of drawing like a composition of circles. Now, to draw a composition of circles normally, and I want you to keep drawing birds, and I'd love to see your birds. I don't know if Ozzy's still around, but man, that robot that Ozzy showed me, I think I told you Mom was gonna print it and show it. I forgot to do that. Ozzy, I gotta write that down. Hold on a second. I gotta write this down. Ozzy, I'm gonna show that bird thing. I mean, your robot. Ozzy's robot. I can't show it right now because I don't have a printout of it, but man, that robot that we drew last week, I don't know if you drew it last week, but we drew a robot last week. Toto the robot, the printmaking robot. This guy right here. And Ozzy sent a photograph of the drawing that they did. Oh my God, it's like amazing. It's like three-dimensional. Like, you did it. Maybe we can do these three-dimensional things at the Little Pulp Sketchbook Club. Okay, so get a new page in your book. Blue jeans. Did I write that in here? Let me write this really fast. Blue jeans. I'm just writing that in my book because I got my homework now. If you're not drawing the color things, I'm going to be upset. I want you to draw things that are blue this week. Come on, let's do this. Try to draw a pair of blue jeans. Next week, I'll show you what mine look like, but you won't be able to see them until next week. Oh my gosh, almost an hour. I got to go soon. But circle. Look at this. Watch this. I brought this bowl over with all my circles. Man, I got to clear this space. Oh man, the microphone. I don't know if you heard the sound went all wacky just now, but I just put my blue tape right over my microphone. I have a whole bunch of blue circles here that I use for different things. This is like a Nerf Frisbee-like thing. I don't know what this was. I don't know what that is. My kids had that. This is like a piece of a hi-hat from a light on a ceiling. I don't know what's this. I have no idea what this is. I have it for years. I don't know what it is. I love it. It's cool looking. There's like a shaving cream cap. You got to have some circle things in your house. I mean, everybody does. Everybody has circle things. This is like an orange juice top. Maybe I save these things all the time. I love them. I don't know, these two different sizes. That's crazy. And then this is a cool looking thing. I got two of these. This was like a cap. Yeah, these are end caps for this ginormous piece of tube that I use for the presses. PVC pipe thing, cap for some plumbing thing. That's like an air hockey game set that my kids in like. It's like a Baron or something. And I got all these things. And I got even got the big bowl. So you get a bunch of circles, or you can have like maybe your water bottle or glass. Or don't use a glass. Don't use a glass because that's how I got the stitches. Not drawing circles, but a glass cut in my hand, and that's why I got the stitches. So what you do is this. You take a piece of paper in your sketchbook. You take a circle. I like to take a couple of different circle sizes. I'm going to show you the overhead in a second, but what you do is you just kind of like put them down on the paper. You know, you just put them in different spots on the paper, different sizes, and you trace them. And sometimes I trace them in pencil, and sometimes I just go right with it in the markers. I'm going to do it in pencil to start because I want to do this to show you like an overlapping kind of a effect. So here we go. I'm going to get this out of the way. So give me a second. I'm going to move this out of the way too. I want the whole space. I'm not going to go any overhead yet because I want to make sure you can see everything I'm doing here. So look, take a piece of paper in your sketchbook, and this is a good lesson in composition. So you pick a spot on your sketchbook. I'll go into a picture in a second. You can see my beautiful face soon, but just focus on the drawing for a second. So like, you can even do stuff like this to kind of get an idea of what you want to do first, but that's not always easy to do because you're not going to remember where they were. But look, so like you just kind of practice, like with the circles. You're making what's called a composition. Like you're trying to create something that looks nice, where like there's some big shapes and small shapes, and composition, that's the word. Like composition, like a composition book, but the word composition, one of my favorite painters, Pierre Mondrian, he did a whole series of paintings called compositions, and I started to do that. I'm going to do it again, but yeah, so you want to make a composition. I'm going to go back on the overhead. So I'm going to start. You just have to just do it. So I'm going to take this big circle. I don't know why I like this because it's got a handle, and I'm going to put it anywhere on this page. I'm going to put it right there, like that, right? Then I'm going to take my pencil, which I cannot find. Here it is. And I'm going to hold it, and I'm going to trace the circle, right? So I did, just trace the circle. And if you mess up, it doesn't make it. Now you have this circle. Now you have to make a decision. So you're sketching with the object. So I want my composition to look interesting, so I kind of, I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to use the inside circle here, and I want it to overlap like that, and I want it to go, this is going to be hard to do, but because it's going to be on the bottom over there, and I'm going to go like this, watch. I'm going to take this, I'm going to go there, I'm going to do this little thing over here, it's got this bump, and I'm going to fix that in a second, and I'm going to come over here like this. I think I got to rotate the circle so I can actually draw the circle. So, see what I'm doing? And then I'm going. So now I have this big circle like that, right? And that's nice. Like it's just, like that alone is a nice looking thing. You just kind of make a composition. I do this all the time. And this is a good idea to do. It's a good idea to do this. Lama and Elizabeth. Yeah, okay, shout out. Lana Elizabeth. Shout out. Lana and Elizabeth. Sarah Jackson Ozzy, everybody. All right. Yeah, you guys were great. Thanks for coming. I showed you the book before. I don't know if you were here for that, but I showed this, Lama and Elizabeth. I showed all the stuff that you guys did. Thanks for jumping on. We're drawing circle compositions. Get a whole bunch of different circles. Oh, and I even have my blue tape. So I'm going back on the overhead. So here you go. I just made these two circles. Now I have a decision to make. The third one is never easy. What are you going to do? I'm going to put this one here maybe. I'm not sure. That's a very similar size to that. I'm not sure I want to do that. I want a bigger one. So I'm going to do this, like this. Oh, I got stitches. I got stitches on my hand. Yeah, don't worry about that. Cut a piece of glass on my hand. I got cuts all over the place. It's crazy. All right, so like this maybe. I'm drawing out my idea in my brain with the objects that I'm using. So here I'm going to hold this down, and I'm going to trace this guy like this. Now I have that, except now that's inside this one, so now this is going to get erased because that's underneath that. And now it's starting to kind of like be interesting. Now I'm going to take this guy, and I'm going to put it there. Why not? Right over there. And I'm going to go over here. And now, here's the thing. I'm going to draw very lightly the whole circle so you can understand what I'm doing. See, now I have that whole circle there. Now I can keep, there's two different ways to do this. I should do a whole bunch of videos on this because it's so important. I don't know why my hand, I cut it a piece of glass and shattered on me and it cut me all over the place. I go to the hospital. It's terrible. I gotta get some water. you can draw the whole circles and then just have them overlap and then create shapes inside. I don't have a reference of what I can show you there. You could do that. I'm choosing not to do that right now, so I'm going to erase this. I'm going to have this guy go underneath. I might change my mind. I don't know yet. The important thing is to just draw circles. See, that's like a cute little blip over there. Now over here, not this one. I'm going to take this guy and I'm going to put it right here. Because what I'm trying to do now, I wouldn't put it right here because it's like in the middle of the composition and it's going to look kind of strange. Your eye is going to go right to that circle. I'm trying to balance out like the shapes. So here I'm going to have it go off the edge a little bit like this because I think that's going to look nice. I don't know why I think that, but I think that. And I'm going to have it go like that. And I think it looks nice. I don't know if you do, but I do. I like the way that looks. And so now I have like a big circle. I have this kind of bigger circle, it's less light, smaller, this smaller. Now I think I might want to do another one of these things, but I'm not sure where because I'm running out of space. I'm going to do this. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to do that. No, I don't want to do that. I'm thinking I need a smaller circle, but I don't have a smaller circle here. Man, I wish I had a smaller circle. Do I have a smaller circle? I kind of have this smaller circle. It's not that much smaller, but that's going to be hard to do. I like that size though. I have to draw inside that thing. That's not easy to do. I took this big roll of gaffer's tape here. I'm putting it over there like that, and I'm going to go like this. This is hard to do. I'm looking in to the tape like this, and I'm going to do like a... Yeah, see that? Oh, my focus went out. I guess because of the gaffer's tape. It's trying to autofocus. See? And do I love this? I don't love it, but I kind of like it. And I'm going to do another one over here like that. With my blue tape. I want that to be a little bigger, but that one's going over there, so that's like over here. And so what I did is I just kind of made this quick composition. It's a little too busy over here. My eye is going here. So I think what I need to do is this. Whoa. Look at this. I hope that works. I'm not sure if that worked. That's not bad. That's not bad. I like that. I kind of like that. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. Check it out, because I got to go soon. But because I got a birthday party with like 25 kids or something, and I got to get ready. The parents coming early. They got a lot of stuff. They got all this planning to do. I'm going to make a whole bunch of these compositions. I'm going to make like 4, 5. How many should I make? 4 or 5. I'm going to make 4 compositions with the circles. And then I'm going to work on them. Give myself a lot of homework this week. I'm going to do the stuff that's blue stuff, the red circles. I'm going to try to get the picture of Ozzy's thing. I'm going to finish my alphabet book like this. I really hope I don't rip this thing. I left it open. I got to close my alphabet book. All right, I'm going to close my alphabet book, and I'm going to ask you, I really want you to do this. Can you please do this? Can you draw stuff that's blue during the week? And check back in here next week and let's look at each other's blue. I would love it. Love it if you could send me an email. I keep saying this, but I mean, some of you do, but not all of you do, but some of you do, and I love it, and I want you to keep sending them. I'm gonna, so what did we cover today? I'm gonna draw stuff that's blue, and I got all those ideas. I love them. I'm gonna come up with some more. I'm going to draw 4 or 5 circle compositions, and I'm going to decorate them, and I'm going to show you them next week. What I'll do, actually, I'm going to do this. During the week, I'm going to put up a video of the circles composition. I got to write that down. Where am I going to write that so I remember it? Where's that piece of paper? I'm going to do this. I'm going to draw circles 4 to 5 and post video. You guys got to check it out. I'm going to send an email out during the week and show the... So I got my little homework sheet here. I would love it if you would draw blue things. I would love it if you would try to do this circle composition. If you didn't watch, if you can go scroll back and look at the way I did it with all the different objects and stuff, and you kind of just create like a little template in your head, like just draw, get some paper and do a whole bunch of little circle compositions. You don't even need, all right, one more quick lesson on the overhead. I'm going to do this because it's a bonus. They give bonuses on the YouTube. I don't know what I'm talking about, but to give bonuses on the YouTube. What does that even mean? Here's a bonus. Are you ready for this? Bonus. All right, here's my bonus. You can take, you don't even need to do, what's it called? Actual circle objects. Just make a box like this when I was in school, in high school, I had to do these two-dimensional design projects, and I used to work on a really big piece of paper. I had to make this kind of nice composition with like what I just did with the circles. And the teacher was like, no, you're not doing a good job with the composition. You don't know what you're doing. And I didn't. I had no idea what I was doing. So I took a little piece of paper and I made these little sketches of stuff. And he said, what is this? And I go, I'm making little sketches to try to figure out what I want to do because I can control it more with smaller size. And he was like, I don't really want you to do that. I was like, well, what's the difference? I did like 10 of them. And I showed him. I pull them out. And I'm like, look, I did all these. And he was like, whoa, you did all of those? And I was like, yeah. And he said, these are really good. And I said, thank you. And then he said, but you're not supposed to do it like this. I go, what am I supposed to do? He goes, you're supposed to take a big piece. You have to learn how to draw big. I go, how can I learn how to draw big if I can't draw at all? I mean, I have to learn how to do this, so I'm doing it my way. I figured it out. And he was like, you're right. Oh, and he let me do it. I think he said he started teaching the class differently after that and made them all do little thumbnail sketches. That was kind of cool. I kind of made a dent in the universe there. Take a little box like this and don't even take like objects. Just try to draw circles. And I'm going to draw like a circle here. And I'm going to do the overlapping that I was talking about. I'm going to draw a circle right there, a little bigger. And I'm going to draw a circle like this over there. See? And then I'm going to draw a small circle over there. And that's it. And what I did there, which you didn't see, but it was kind of genius, is I tried to create like a composition where your eye doesn't really know where to go. Like, are you just focusing on this circle? Maybe. But there's a lot going on over here. So there's like it's called balancing. Like you're creating like a, I don't know how to explain this. I'm gonna try to figure out how to explain this, but like you created these shapes that are kind of all working with each other so that it's not like, so if I took a piece of paper and I just did this, let's say if I did this, right? And I drew like a circle here and then a circle right here. And then a circle like this, and a circle like this, and a circle like this. What are you doing? Like, you don't know what to do. Like, you're staring at this, and you're like, what is that doing over there? Like, this doesn't make any sense. Like, I don't know what's happening here. It's bouncing all over the place. If I take another thumbnail like this, I'm trying to give you like a lesson on drawing and composition and everything. If you do this, look, a nice little thing like this, and then you draw a nice little thing like this. Okay, that's not bad, but like, what is it? Like, what's going on? Like, where are you supposed to look? Am I looking at this? Am I looking at this? And then if you, so like this kind of, I don't know what to say, but it's like, it doesn't work. It's not, I mean, it's not bad. But then if you do like this, it's like, now what's going on? I'm like, I'm looking at those two things. I'm not sure what I'm doing over there. You're kind of just doing different things. So you want to, as you draw stuff in different sizes, you want to kind of make sure that your eye, like if you look at it fast, you gotta like look at this fast and where you're going. Like kind of go there, but I'm also bouncing around over there. Your eye, like where you're looking, like what are you doing? That's composition. That's as good as I can give you in a lesson in composition. But all right, so that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna do like about 4 or 5 of these. This won't count. This might count. This is gonna count. This will be the number 2. So now I have to do 4 because this is 4 to 5. So that's the 1, 2. I did 1. I did 2. I'm gonna do 4 more. So I'll do 6 in total. Man, I'm not good at math. All right. That's the story. That's the Little Pulp Sketchbook Club for the day. I got to go because I got exactly 1 hour before the parents come for the birthday party that's happening and today. And later we got a printmaking workshop. Tomorrow I got a toddler workshop sold out. And then another birthday party. Friend Dorothy's birthday party's tomorrow. Man, I love that kid, Dorothy. She's been coming here for years. And we're having a birthday party tomorrow. Oh, it's going to be amazing. All right, so thank you for coming to the Little Pulp Sketchbook Club. If you did draw something, please send it to me. If you want, send me an email. I'm going to pop one of these things in the mail for you so you can make one of these books yourself. I know the Lam and Elizabeth in the class, they came here, they all made books like this for themselves, and they left with them. One kid didn't, though. I think one kid left it here, but that made me upset. All right, that's the story. That's the deal. That's the Little Pulp Sketchbook Club for the day. Look at my whole backdrop here. I was here last night. Luke came, helped me put all this stuff up. I changed the thing. I got stuff all over the place. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye. Have a great day, and love you for being here, and thanks for watching, and I hope you drew, and I hope you're drawing your sketchbook, and I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll talk to you again next Saturday at 9 o'clock. We did talk about going on the live on the weekdays. I might do that yet. I'm not sure yet. I got to figure this out. There's a lot going on over here. I'll tell you all about it. All right, guys. Signing off from the Little Pulp Sketchbook Club. I'll see you guys later. All right, bye. Thanks for watching.